We normally do it Saturday. It is Sunday. But yeah.
It's Sunday, and then there's Monday, and there's Tuesday, and there's Wednesday.
She's learning her days of the week. Everybody, you're proud of her, right?
And there's Friday.
I'm proud of her.
And there's Saturday.
She's so awesome.
I know.
And we got Kat here, who shall not speak, but she will be obbying for us, won't she?
Yeah, guys, if y'all can ask me to punch her, and I will do it.
No. See, you're gonna be asked not to speak no more either.
Oh, guys.
Okay.
I'll kindly tap her with my fist.
So we are reading Reddit. It is awesome. Awesome. What are you doing? Why you always do event stuff? What are you doing?
I hear Potato crying.
Yeah, she's in much pain.
No, she's not. She's just whining like a baby because we're not out there. She's in
If it
mental
looks like I
pain.
closed my eyes, it's because I'm reading. We figured that out. That
yeah.
I look very sleepy when I read.
Yes.
Okay, so my favorite Reddit, and I think it's everybody else's favorite too, is am I the as Toby says, the cheek hole. The cheek hole.
I was gonna see it.
Am I the cheek hole? So am I the cheek hole for telling the hubby that I deserve not to be bothered in the bathroom? How dare she?
The hubby.
So she says, I'm 52, female, married. They're still having these kinds of problems. Married for 25 years to Paul. Hope that's not his real name. 52, male. We both work full-time, and I work a second job as well. I love him, adore him, and he is a very good husband. But I think at times he's tone-deaf to the things around him. We have 2 kids, and we have a completely overscheduled life. I'm broke, stressed, and trying to keep everything and everyone run smoothly. Last week I was taking a quick shower, and in the 10 minutes I was in the bathroom, the hubby interrupted twice with something that could have been addressed when I get out. I have 0 free time to myself. The only time I have is the 10 minutes I allow myself in the shower to take a deep breath or cry or listen to music. When I got out of the shower, I got dressed and sat him down and explained to him, I need a few minutes to myself. We don't live in an instant world. You can wait for an answer for when I get out. Text me if you don't want to forget something. He answered back was, are you implying that I can't bother you in the bathroom? It seems like a foreign concept to him. He grew up in a house where everybody banged on the door while you were in the bathroom. Holy poo. I'm not implying it. I'm screaming it. I need to be left alone for a few minutes a day, and I deserve that. His response was, no problem. I won't bother you even if there's a fire in the house. Are you something kidding me? Do I need to clarify that you should bother me in essential emergencies? What am I missing? I'm not allowed to shut the bathroom door and have a few minutes to myself. I'm not taking a bubble bath. I'm not watching TV. I'm taking a shower. I'm in and out. I put my makeup on in the car and look like a hot mess all the time because I don't have time for myself. All I'm asking is not to be bothered in the shower. That's it. Today, similar argument. I don't understand why I don't deserve a little bit of respect and a little bit of boundaries. I told him if I polled 1,000 people, I can't imagine that people would think that's okay. There has to be a time where I say this belongs to me. Well, here's my poll. Am I the cheek hole for thinking I deserve a few minutes in the shower bathroom to myself without interruptions?
Well, I guess you gotta word it like he's a child or something. Don't bother me unless someone is throwing up, bleeding, or there's a fire in the house.
Oh, he was just being dumb. Oh, there's a fire in the house? You're gonna let your wife die? Nah, come on now.
Yeah, he's being stupid, but still.
Maybe she would survive the shower.
I don't see what the problem is. Just let her do her thing for 15 minutes.
She said it was less than that. She said it's 10 minutes that she's in the shower.
You can't live without her for 10 minutes.
He's that in love.
Hey, wifey.
Can't be away from her for 10 minutes.
How do I make mac and cheese?
I forgot how to boil water. Do I put the salt in first, then the water? I don't know.
Yeah, like, what question is so important that you can't wait, like, 15 minutes?
Right? And she made it sound like it wasn't an emergency. Like, yeah, just give her... I could see if it's every once in a while. You know? Like, my husband, he don't do that. He don't, like... I mean, he like, when he does, it's like, it's just... It's like... It doesn't bother me at all. Because it's like, it's always, like, something pre-precedent, you know? Or it's something random. It's not like they go... It almost seems like her husband goes out of his way almost to, like, hey, you know, I just saw this on TV.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay made this steak, and when you get out, you better make it. Oh my goodness, or something like that.
It's like those old couples that, like, they're always fighting. And they're like,
yeah, there's like
she sounds like
25 years.
Like, she sounds like she wants to strangle him.
Yeah,
like, that. Oh my freaking gosh! Like, sounded serious. Like.
Yeah, she, like, 25 years, and he still don't know no boundaries.
Stupid problem.
Some people set boundaries pretty good within a year. This is 25 years in, and she's on Reddit. I don't know.
Maybe she held this in for like 25 years.
I don't know, or maybe it's fake. I don't know. It just seems odd that it's 25 years.
Yeah, 25 years.
And she's doing a Reddit about it. Yeah,
and when did they have kids?
What, when? They didn't say when.
Yeah.
They didn't even say how old they are. I don't think.
25 years. Most people have kids like early on, maybe like 5 years after they get married.
Yeah, they're probably older. Probably older
yeah.
kids. They might both be adults. Who knows?
Or like 40 or something.
Right.
And the kids are like teens.
But yeah, their life sounds like they have toddlers or something. Like, why does she not have any time to herself? I mean, she has 2 jobs. That, you know, so maybe that's part of it.
And she says she always gets ready in the car.
But what emergency it doesn't even sound like an emergency. He's just always bothering her, even in the shower. That's annoying.
We probably just need more context then, because there's so many questions.
Yeah.
Like,
hi, Galactic. Okay, let's see.
Let's
see. Let's see the comments. Not the cheek hole. I bet he gets to poo and shower in peace. OP responds, absolutely. I would never bother him in the bathroom ever. It wouldn't even dawn on me. That's what she needs to do. She needs to go in there when he poos and go, hey.
Start banging on the door.
How's it doing? How you going? Hey, you using toilet paper? Hey, let me roll that up for you. Here you go. You know, it's not smelling like roses today. You know, I told you should have ate better. Just on and on and on.
Really
on and on. I would totally, yeah.
I smell those tacos you ate earlier.
Yeah, that wasn't a good move. You're really paying for it now, aren't you? I see the tears dripping down your side of your face. You don't look too good. Skip Taco Bell next time. You know. No, that ain't good for you.
That sounds so stupid.
Okay, another comment. Not the cheek hole. He's a child. If he can't understand that you need to leave people alone sometimes, especially if they're in the bathroom. I don't know about child, but dang.
Well, by how she worded it, he sounds kind of childish, just a little bit.
She made it sound like he's just in his own world.
Well, I mean, saying, well, I guess I won't warn you if there's a fire, that's kind of childish.
Yeah, he's being immature there. Like, really.
That's something like a little kid would do. At 25 years?
Yeah.
Minimum marriage time is 18, so it's like, you're really grown, mister.
Exactly.
Oh, I guess I'll just let you burn and die then.
Yeah, maybe that was my plan all along.
15 minutes are so important.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Ooh, another spicy one. My boyfriend is upset I won't put him on the mortgage. Oh no, I clicked on the profile. It's like what you pay every month if you own a house. I mean, you technically own it, but you made a loan to own it, you know? Yeah. So you pay that loan, and it's called a mortgage. Special house loan. Okay.
Oh.
I, 26 male, have been saving for years and finally reached a point where I can start looking for houses. This has been a personal goal of mine, and I'm super excited about it. But ever since I mentioned it, my boyfriend, 23 male, has been acting off. He's implied multiple times that he should be added to the mortgage if he's going to live there with me. The thing is, he hasn't contributed any savings or deposit. I've tried to explain that this is something I've worked hard for, and I'm not comfortable putting him on the mortgage, especially since we've only been dating for 2 years. Now he's asking repeatedly, almost as if it's something I owe him, and his attitude about it is putting me off. I want him to be happy for me, but instead he seems upset and left out. I feel torn because I don't want to make him unhappy, but I also feel like this is an unfair expectation. Am I being unreasonable for wanting to keep the mortgage in my own name?
Nope.
Yeah. You've been together for 2 years. You said boyfriend. This is not your husband. So, yeah. And then he didn't contribute at all. So apparently the house wasn't a priority to him until he was going to buy it. So it's not like he was going to buy a house anytime soon. He wasn't saving for it or anything.
Yeah.
But since he was going to buy it, now he wants a piece of it too. So, yeah. I mean, if it is a serious relationship, this is going to make it kind of bumpy after, you know. But, you know, what you could also do, I don't know, but it's kind of sucks putting your life on pause, but, you know, you could just pause and wait till you're both ready together to buy a house. You know, wait until your relationship's more
that's their
stable.
dream, though, to get a house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sucks to put your life on
and
hold.
they just want to be a whiny baby, like.
Yeah. I mean, he could always be added later. That's another thing. Like, even though he buys a house today, if you get married or it's more of a long-term relationship, like 5-10 years, he can always add you later on. So, you know, it's not like this is one and done type thing. Hello, Senkini? I hope I said that right. Let's see what the comments say. Boop, boop, boop.
Ears right.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
Do not do it. I bought my home when I was 21, and my boyfriend at the time was 27. He was jealous and wanted his name on it as well. I put it off for a long time, and then we had a terrible breakup regarding other things. Had I placed his name on my home, that he put no money into and was also not helping pay the mortgage, I would be going to court over my home. I really only think you should sign both names on something when you're married, and even then it could go wrong. Do not do it. It's your home. You paid for it. Even if he helps pay the mortgage, he is more so a tenant, so if he doesn't work out, he has no ownership. Yeah. That's basically how it should be. If it's not that, I mean, it's 2 years. I don't want to say it's not that serious, but it's also pretty fresh in the scheme of things, you know.
Yep.
Compared to the 25-year marriage and they're still fighting over potty time. So, yeah.
Could be fake, though.
The other comment, not the cheek hole. He is a gold digger. Don't make it difficult to get rid of him. I don't know about gold digger. Lots of people can buy houses.
Yeah, that's not something that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry you feel you can't buy a house, but, you know, it's not people, all kinds of people can buy houses. You don't have to be rich. You know, you could have a basic, you know, B-type job and you can own a home. Although, you know, you can't get the fanciest of homes, maybe. You can get a home, you know.
Yep.
You might have some little holes in it from bullets and stuff, but it's still home. You know, not a fancy one, but it's awesome, you know. Grass outside is brown, you know, because it's just a dirt patch.
It's fancy. It's fancy.
Yeah.
It's grass-fed grass.
Usually the cheaper places don't have HOAs. You know, pros and cons. You don't have to keep your yard all pretty, but the negative side is maybe nobody has their yard pretty because there's no HOA. But yeah, you can get a house. You can get a house. Okay, let's see. Let's find another one.
Oh, yeah, they have fancy bars on the windows, too. Love those.
Oh, finally one that's not about in a relationship. Ugh. I guess it kind of is, though. Am I the cheek hole for walking out of my mom's wedding after what she said during the ceremony? Ooh. This has been eating me up all week, so I need some outside perspective. I'm 20, and I have a really complicated relationship with my mom. She's 45. She's always been the type of person who knows exactly how to push your buttons. She'll say the most hurtful thing at the worst possible time, but then play it off like she was just being honest or joking. It's been like that my whole life. Anyway, she got remarried last weekend. Her first marriage was to my dad, and they had me pretty young. My dad isn't really in my life much. He moved out of state when I was 10, and while we talk occasionally, it's still a really sore spot for me. My mom knows this. She's always known this. Fast forward to the wedding. She asked me to be her maid of honor, and I agreed because despite everything, I wanted to be supportive. The ceremony was beautiful, and I was standing right next to her holding her bouquet. Then out of nowhere, she leans over and whispers to me, "Isn't it sad your dad didn't even bother to come?" Guess we both know where you rank on his priority list. I was stunned. It felt like someone punched me in the stomach. I didn't say anything because what could I even say? I just stood there holding her flowers, trying not to cry in front of 100 people. As soon as the ceremony ended, I handed the bouquet back to her, walked straight out of the venue, and left. I didn't even go to the reception. I just couldn't. Now my phone is blowing up. My mom is furious, calling me selfish and saying I embarrassed her in front of her new husband and his family. She says I ruined her big day over something so small and that I should have just ignored it. A few relatives have sided with her, saying I should have sucked it up for her wedding and talked to her later. But to me, it wasn't small. It felt like she deliberately chose that moment to hurt me, and I don't think I could have just stood there pretending everything was fine. Am I the cheek hole for walking out? Should I have stayed and dealt with it later?
Nope.
So,
also the audacity, right? Just like, hey, be my maid of honor. Also, like, I'm gonna just insult you real bad for like literally no reason.
yeah, I actually think she handled it pretty good. She didn't walk out right when she did that.
Yeah,
she
She
stayed.
could have just like screamed that you caused the scenes, but she just
Yeah,
quietly left.
she left after the ceremony was over. So after the actual wedding part, that's when she left. This could have been, we don't know when this was. This could have been the very beginning because sometimes they take photos before the ceremony. And it sounds like they were taking photos. So she stayed through the whole ceremony. She just didn't stay at end when people would drink and dance. So I think she held together pretty good, especially for her mom doing all that. And it sounds like if the family's siding with the mom, they let her do this. And I'm sure they don't all enjoy it, but they've just gotten used to it or whatever. She sounds like a terrible person to just be saying random stuff like that to people.
And then like be the victim in the situation.
Right? How dare you? It's my wedding. How dare you on your wedding be so negative and rude to somebody? It's supposed to be a happy day, and now you're raining down on other people? Nah.
Wait, you just focus on your day. Just shows how much he prioritizes you. It's like, okay, wow, okay, that was
Right. And then I feel like, I mean, what does that really say about her? Like let's say it was just a random day, not her wedding day, right? And she said the same thing. You know, it still wouldn't be cool at all. Why would you say that to your daughter, knowing that her father is not in her life for whatever reason? It's like she got some kind of joy out of it. Like, you know, she probably doesn't like the father anymore, and it's like, ha, he's scummy, you know, scum of the earth, and I want to stick it more to him by insulting her daughter. I don't think she really cared about her daughter's feeling, unless they regularly make fun of him, which it doesn't sound like they do. Like if they all like, ha, my dad's trash. Yeah, he is. But it doesn't sound like they do that. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like some people, like they just joke around and like, you know.
Yeah.
It sounds like she just out of nowhere, your dad's trash. You know. It just sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's kind of like just a hateful thing to do, for like whatever reason.
The what now?
More context, but that was weird.
Yeah. Let's read the responses. Why would your father have shown up to your ex's wife's wedding? Oh, something we completely overlooked, right? Why would your father show up to your ex's wife's wedding? She sounds like a bitter old cow. I'm sure he avoids her like the plague. Yeah, that was a great point. I love, you know, they make you think more, the comments, things that the people realize and see. Yeah, one, you know,
that's not my daughter's big day.
When you think about more that way, it wasn't like he wasn't prioritizing her. That would be prioritizing his ex-wife. Weird. You know, even though his daughter went, you're not going to go to all of your daughter's things, especially if you're ex is there. I know that there's getting along, but if it's your ex's wedding, why would you be there?
So the mom is just being stupid and mean at this point.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't think about that.
Yeah, so, but if you're in a situation, why would you invite your ex anyways?
Somebody thinks we're doing some weird ASMR. They say their ears feel so good.
Now I feel weird. Please don't say that.
No, they didn't say ASMR, but it sounds like it. They're like, oh, it's so crispy.
Oh, okay. That's so weird.
No, I'm just thinking about it. We should do an ASMR channel. Yeah. Wait, can you do cookie sounds? Yeah. You hear that? Yeah.
No.
Ooh, this comment's highlighted. It must be good. Why is she even thinking about her ex at her wedding anyway? Oh, even weirder. See, these comments, they make you think.
Well, I mean,
it says more about her that she was thinking about X, thinking about his relationship with OP, has the frequent urge to needle OP and use ammunition that had nothing to do with her husband and their future together to attack OP. The sooner OP can put emotional distance between herself and her mother, the sooner she'll be able to live and breathe more freely. Yeah. You know, it sucks, but sometimes you gotta distance people even from your own relatives. Even your you know, not my mother, but her mother. You know, I don't want to call out people, but you know,
it's just she's
emotionally hurting her.
The biggest thing of advice is just cut out people that aren't emotionally good for you, or like don't add things to your life. Not add, but
don't do anything positive for you.
Yeah. I've heard that
people are going to get stuck on, that's her mom, that's your parent.
I've heard that before, and I've told someone that, and they was like, "You're just a bully," and you just like
a bully.
I was like, no.
They're probably going to have a shorter life because their life is more stressful because of these people, even if it is your own mom.
Yeah, if people don't add anything positive to your life, cut them out. Like,
oh, they said that our mic hurts their ears.
Oh, okay.
They were being you can't be sarcastic. One thing is text, and even if you were talking to me straight one-on-one, I'm so gullible. Oh yeah, this sounds good. I'm gonna keep
okay,
going.
Thank you for that.
Is it too loud? Because I thought it was too low, so I put it up again. Nobody says it's loud though.
Yeah.
I do need to eventually invest in a new mic.
Yeah, because every time I listen to it, it just sounds all muffled, and it's like...
Yeah. Well, okay, I turned it up, because it turned out that it was, like, really low, so then I turned it up. But I want to eventually invest in one of those Yeti things by Logitech and get a nice mic. I
also heard that, like, those little foam things they put on mic helps a lot.
Oh, yeah, I have those. Yeah.
Why?
Well, okay, I could try, but this is already noise canceling. I could try. Maybe it'll help.
Yeah, let's do that next one.
Ooh, OP responded. She responded to a different comment. The comment was, not the cheek hole. Your mom chose her wedding day, a moment that should have been about love and celebration, to take a jab at one of your deepest wounds. That wasn't a small comment. It was deliberate and cruel. You don't owe anyone your presence when they treat you like that, no matter the occasion. Walking away was setting a boundary, not ruining her wedding. She embarrassed herself. And OP responded, exactly. She chose to be petty and hurtful. Walking away was protecting my mental health. Yeah. She might eventually just choose not to associate with her mother anymore anyways. Yeah. It sounds like by the wording that she's using, it sounds like she's she wants to. Separate a little bit.
I've seen a lot of, people just, be petty for, no reason.
Yeah, that was really petty. I mean, what?
Just because they don't like the other parent. I've seen that a lot.
Yes. Yes. A lot of parents do that.
They accidentally miss a call one day, and they're like, I guess they hate you. Good night, Billy.
Right? Billy just cried. He wakes up, tears fill, his eyes are red. Oh, Billy, how'd you sleep? I didn't. I don't have a dad.
About you. He hates you. He also told me that he never wants to see you again.
Right. Guess I'll go to school with all the other kids that have loving dads. Hi, Billy. My dad made my sandwich today. He's a house husband.
Also, a father-son dance later.
Oh, yeah. You want to be your daddy? My mom says my dad hates me.
Yeah, but it's just like there's like they don't think that like you're. This
Why are
is
you
your.
yelling at me?
You're. Oh, sorry. But like, this is your smelly child, and you just want to hurt their feelings,
Right.
just because you like the other dude, like
Right.
other person.
I mean, I
sorry.
legit think you're smelly, but I wouldn't hurt your feelings. I mean, I might pick on you a little bit, but you know, it's all in good fun, I feel. And nothing like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let me see. Am I the cheek hole? I called my sister's lies out to her CPS agent. CPS
What?
agent. I don't think I've heard anybody call them a CPS agent. Like they're an
Yes,
FBI agent.
child protector.
Yeah. They come in, bust the door. CPS! Oh, you just killed my child! Well, they're safer now. What?
Oh my gosh.
All the day's work.
Agent 346, go to house 11 on street air and sun.
What is this? It almost sounds like a fantasy. I guess it's your fantasy.
I couldn't
CPS.
think of it. I couldn't think of a street
Oh,
name.
wouldn't that be a cool cartoon where you have like CPS agents, but they're like, you know, brutally violent FBI agents, you know, and they're busting down doors and shooting people and stuff. That would be a cool cartoon. And call it, what would we call it? Agent CPS, you know. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Okay.
Child protectors.
So, am I the cheek hole? I called my sister's lies out to her CPS agent. Oh, that's long. For some backstory, my 32 female sister, 18 female, has an almost 2-year-old son. That means she gave birth when she was 16. Man, she might have got pregnant while she was 15. Okay, she's probably just, she's young. Right here, I tell you, she's young and dumb. But okay. Almost 2-year-old son, she got pregnant 2 months after I did. She's older. Okay. Dropped out of high school years before she got pregnant. Her baby daddy is an abusive drug addict who's going to prison soon for domestic violence against her and has a CPS case open against her that's been open for probably over a year now because she has no job. Took roughly 6 months just to get food stamps after I kept nagging her constantly and had to hold her hand through the entire process. Relies on friends and family to help her with basic necessities like diapers, wipes, rides, and before she got food stamps, relied on others for food too. She just recently, after nearly 2 years, got her son enrolled into no/low cost childcare thanks to CPS, helping her referred. With family help, she's planning on enrolling into school in April and getting a part-time job in the meantime. That's walking distance. I felt like all this back info was necessary to showcase how she is a mother, but still acts like an entitled child, relying on everyone to take care of not only her, but also her son, and the reason she has a CPS case open. Anyways, I had bought a new car when I got pregnant with my second child about a year ago, and gave her my old car, and I put her under my insurance policy to try and help her and her son out. She stole and crashed our grandpa's car about 2 years before that, so in hindsight, I should have expected what was going to happen. She had it for roughly a year and ended up totaling it 2 months before it was officially paid off, and I was going to transfer the title to her name. She ran a red light and crashed into another car and never paid any of the fines she owed or took the required driving class afterwards, so she has a suspended license now. It was one of the things she was supposed to be working on fixing once she got her son into childcare and got a job. It took a while just to forgive her for it and get over the fact she doubled my insurance rates per month. The other day she texts me and says she can meet me at the nursing home our grandparents live at that I usually pick her up to visit weekly. What does OFC mean?
Of course.
Oh, OFC, I'm like, okay, of course, I'm like, question mark. And she explained her friend's mom is out of town and letting her borrow her car. I immediately told her that's not a good idea, and if she's pulled over with a suspended license and no insurance with her son in the car, that she'd go to jail and the car would be impounded and CPS would take her son. She's like, well, CPS is here right now and said it's fine. Again, I'm like, what? I know she very commonly omits important information when she's trying to finesse people into getting her way, and I didn't want to see her absolutely F-word her life up even more, so I drove over to her house and talked to the CPS agent outside and told her what my sister told me. CPS agent said she absolutely misled her about the situation with the car outside and only said it was her friend's mom's car and went back inside to tell her exactly what I'd been trying to warn her about. That if she got pulled over or into an accident with a suspended license, no insurance, and has her son in the car, that she'd go to jail and they'd have to take her son, and made a report about it on her file. She said okay, that she won't drive it and will tell her friend to come get it. She's now pissed at me for meddling in her life and talking to the CPS agent behind her back and isn't talking to me, which, not gonna lie, I understand, but I don't think she really realizes that I was trying to save her from making a huge mistake. Am I the cheek hole?
I just next time let her make the mistake, you know, because obviously she doesn't care enough to not go to jail, or try not to go to jail and have her child get put in foster care. So she sounds like really irresponsible and like really lazy about dealing with her kid.
Yeah,
So-
but to be fair, this woman is 18 years old. She's basically a child, you know, and I mean, she's had a lot of opportunities to grow up fast. It sounds like she dropped out of high school, so I'm sure she's had a lot of real life experiences by now. And for OP, that's her nephew, so I'm sure she doesn't want to see her nephew in the foster care system, because that kid gets taken away, he's going to go into foster care.
Yeah, maybe she can take him, because I don't know.
Well, it's not her responsibility, and she probably doesn't want to. She already has 2 kids of her own.
Yeah, I don't know. What can you do? Because she's the other girl. She just sounds like she doesn't really want to take care of a kid that much. I mean, she does. Maybe she does, but like, she's kind of lazy about it and irresponsible about it. I know she's 18,
Yeah.
but
I feel like some people like this, they do love their kids. They just can't handle life at all. Like, they weren't set up for success. And this is probably her own parents' fault. Like, why did she drop out of high school? Like, what is going on? Why did she get with a drug addict? Like, they're putting all of this on her. And yeah, she's 18, but she's very young. And some of this is their parents' fault. Like, what happened? You know, why did she go astray? You know?
but at some point.
Yeah, I know. At some point, she's like, she dropped out of high school, so she's had. I'm sure.
The dude is in jail. Her whole family's trying to help her. She has a ton of support.
Yeah.
So she should be
She's
trying
lucky.
to get up on her own feet, but she's not.
The kid would have already been taken away if she probably didn't have all the help that she does. But, you know, CPS doesn't really want that anyways, and some CPS workers are just dumb, but typically they don't want the kids to be taken away and be put into foster care, which is, you know, oversaturated anyways. Yeah, I think a lot of stories... I think a lot of those stories are fake, too. Galactic says, nah, they're all real. Galactic believes in every one of these stories, so they're real to him. It could be his neighbor right now. He don't know.
They're so epically cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I saw this one where they said they were watching a movie, and then suddenly they jumped into the TV.
What? Isn't this a horror movie?
And they were playing with Dora. Like they were singing backpack with Dora, and they went on super cool adventures.
Mm-hmm.
I really
Cat
believe
can't
that.
even keep a straight face right now.
Yeah, they went on super cool adventures for like 3 years, and then they woke up
Okay.
and jumped out the TV.
So one of the comments say, not the cheek hole. You did what you thought was best, considering the well-being of both your sister and her child. Your sister has a history of making poor decisions, and you knew that allowing her to drive without a valid license and insurance, especially with her son in the car, could result in serious consequences. You didn't do it out of malice, but out of concern for her and her child's safety, as well as the potential impact on her CPS case. It's understandable that she's upset, but she doesn't seem to recognize the gravity of the situation or the risk involved. While it may have been uncomfortable for her to have you intervene, your priority was looking out for her and her son. She may be angry now, but your actions were ultimately protective, and you acted with good intentions. OP responded to this one. They said, "Thank you. I know in her eyes I just pissed in her Cheerios and prevented her from having an easy temporary solution for not having a vehicle." Yeah. So,
And
yeah,
she could just take the lessons.
pay her fines, everything else. But no, the easy way out. I bet it was easy, or not using protection and getting pregnant too, because condoms cost like maybe a couple bucks a pack or something.
Well, we don't know the story of how she got
I know,
pregnant,
but it's
and
just
the dude was abusive as well.
yeah, that's true.
So you don't know
Some
what
dudes
happened.
will like try to get you knocked up. I have you forever now. You have my
Oh,
child.
Ew, that's so creepy.
No, some people actually think that way. It's so creepy.
That's what I said. Ew, creepy.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, she can still leave. That's what a bunch of other dudes do. That, oh, you have a child? Suddenly, I have a business meeting. I have a trip to freaking Canada. Gotta go real quick. Boom. Tons of dudes do it. Like,
Yeah.
They're not trapped, technically. They are trapped in child support, possibly.
Okay. Well, let's find another one.
They hide.
Okay. Am I the cheek hole for telling my friend she can't be my bridesmaid after what she did at my engagement party? Ooh. Okay, so I, 20 female, am engaged to my amazing fiance, 22 male, and we're planning a wedding for next year. It's been stressful but also exciting, and I've been trying to keep things chill. My best friend Rachel, 20 female, and I have been super close since high school, and I was really excited to have her as one of my bridesmaids. We had our engagement party last weekend at my fiance's parents' house. It was pretty low-key, just close friends and family. Everyone was having a good time. Rachel had a few drinks. Oh, here we go. Nothing crazy. But then she randomly pulls out her phone and says, "I'm pregnant," in front of everyone. Here's the thing. She wasn't pregnant. It was a total lie. I was honestly in shock. The room went completely silent, and everyone was just staring at her. Megan, my fiance's cousin, started making jokes, and Rachel didn't even apologize or backtrack. She just kept giggling like it was no big deal. I felt so embarrassed and had to cut the party short because it was just ruined after that. The next day I texted Rachel and told her I was really disappointed in her. I told her I couldn't have her as a bridesmaid anymore after what she pulled. It was super disrespectful. She freaked out on me, saying I was overreacting and that it was just a joke and that everyone was laughing. But I honestly feel like she ruined something really special for me and made it all about her. I don't want someone who would do something like that sitting next to me on my wedding day. Now she's mad at me, and some people in our friend group think I'm being too hard on her, while others get why I'm upset. So, am I the cheek hole for not wanting her to be a bridesmaid after this?
Not really. I think she doesn't get that this was special to her. It wasn't what the crowd thinks, it's what she thinks. Like, this is her engagement party, it's special to her, and you just want to lie. Like, I'm pregnant.
And it wasn't even true.
Yeah, it's not your day, Missy. So, keep your imaginary pregnancy shut up in the corner of your head. Why do you even think to do that?
Right?
I've heard that before, too. I've heard, could be fake, though, because this is a reoccurring thing. I've heard this multiple times on Reddit.
I've heard people will propose at somebody else's wedding, which is really bad.
Yeah.
This is an engagement party, and she said she was pregnant and wasn't. It's still off. It's like, why did you do that?
Okay, this is true. It sounds like she just cares more about what the crowd thinks than what her friend thinks.
Cares more about herself.
Because she was like, oh, everyone was laughing. It's fine. Why do you care?
She wanted attention.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Like a child again. Nobody's looking at me. Look at me. Look, I have something growing inside me. Look at me. Look at me. Oops, I was
That
joking.
sounds so creepy.
That's literally what she did.
That's so creepy.
Okay, first comment. Super close since high school. So 2 years? Yeah, they're 20. Hey, maybe they met in the first year of high school. You're talking about, you said like that's like 2 years, that's like senior year. They could have known each other for like 6 years if they met, you know, in their first year of high school.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, you're at minimum 2 years, you know, because they're 20. We don't know. We don't know.
6 is a lot, but at 6, I feel like you know that about them and be like, oh, that's important to them. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but no, guys, it's funny, and that's a really great joke, and I'm really pregnant.
Right, that one chick laughed at me. It's acceptable. It's acceptable.
Yeah, I got knocked out by Casper.
Yeah, Casper's pretty awesome. His babies you can't see though. Okay, another comment. If she's as self-centered and attention-seeking as you described and confirmed in a comment, who's to say she won't pull this kind of joke at your wedding? Yeah.
That's probably why she doesn't want to be a bridesmaid.
And I think I think she should just buckle down on this, because now that she's upset, you really shouldn't. Why'd you get kicked? What did you do? What did it say? What did it say? Why'd you get kicked?
It's on a mode called Rage Quit, and every time I die, it just forces me to rage quit, I guess.
Don't put it on Rage Quit. What's wrong with you?
I didn't know it would do that.
I sound 42. I'm sorry.
I sound 42.
I'll try to sound 56 now. I had like 6 packs of cigarettes there.
I'm 73.
Oh my gosh. Wait, you sound like something from a movie I saw recently. Wait, what was the movie? You sound like just like something I saw recently on a movie. What was it?
Did we watch it with you?
Oh yeah, you sound like those people from that one movie where they were people on the other side of the mirror, you know, and they're like, we want to be alive too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you sound just like that. Yeah. What was that movie
It
called?
was like Us or something?
Yeah, something like that. And they look just like them, and they come and kill everybody. Yeah, you sound just like that. Thanks, Toby.
I need water.
Yeah.
I don't know how she did it.
Yeah, my throat is sore. I
sounded
woke up
like-
with a sore throat.
Severely dehydrated.
Right? Like, do they have water underneath the ground? Like, what's going on? I know they do. That's how they make wells.
Oh, I think we did.
I eat raw bunnies.
Now I
Rob.
can do it.
Oh, they did. I thought you were just like, hee hee ha. But I'm like, oh, wait, they did. Okay, let's find another
But that's
one.
like a trait that they all had down there. Cause no, sorry.
This is kind of funny.
People want to watch it.
This Reddit is about Reddit. Am I the cheek hole for telling my ex-fiance to cry me a river after she showed me a Reddit post she made about me? Oh my gosh, this is a whole book. Oh, they have their post in here too. Oh my
Whole
goodness.
book.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want to hear whole book.
Okay. Hello, people of Reddit. This is not my main account, but this is my first time posting. I will give you as much info as I can. Please go easy on me. Background info. I, male, 28, used to be engaged to Allie, female, 26. She is a beautiful woman with a kind heart, an even kinder soul. We met in
Feels like a
university, and we were
Fake.
inseparable ever since. This already sounds fake.
I know.
After 1 year ago, I proposed to her. She said yes. My family was happy. Her family was happy. And I thought it was going to be happily ever after. Right after we got engaged, she started acting weird towards my family and started saying stuff like how I prioritize them over our relationship and that I'm codependent, etc. At first, I thought it was just engagement/marriage jitters or culture shock, But over time, she started giving me ultimatums, one that eventually led to the dissolution of our engagement whenever something came up with my family. Family info. I'm Indian, from India. Is there a different kind of Indian? Okay.
Americans.
American,
call
no.
Native
That's called
Americans.
natives. Okay.
Yeah, but some of them call them Indians. You know.
So they're Indian from India, came to Canada when I was 1. I have 2 younger sisters, age 17 and 21. My dad passed away when my youngest sister was 2 and I was 12. My mother is a very strong woman who went from a stay-at-home mom to working and taking care of 3 kids. My deepest respect to all you mothers out there. I had to step up for my mother and sisters since then, and hence I am attached to them. My relationship with my sisters are mixed between parent and older brother. They tend to come to me for stuff before they go to my mother. Allison, is from the UK. She moved to Canada when she was 7. She has an ever so light, cute British accent. Her father and mother are divorced and have remarried. She has an amicable relationship with both step-parents. She has 1 stepsister, 23 female, possible sociopath and serious creep on her mother's side, and a stepbrother, 16 male, an angel incarnate on her dad's side. This sounds so fake.
Yeah.
She is not close with her sister, but she does talk to her, and she has a friendly relationship with her brother. Also, she lives with her dad. Am I the cheek hole? So before our breakup, she made a Reddit post about me and how I am codependent on my family. The comments on that post said that my family is toxic and I need to set boundaries, how everything I am doing is a red flag, and that she needs to cut and run before I ruin her life. Apparently, the amount of people who commented for her to leave our relationship was enough to convince her to break up with me. So she came to me with an ultimatum. Either I go low contact with my family or she will leave me. I told her no, and she said, and so she packed up and left that very same night. No discussion, no explanation. I loved her. I still do. And to me, she was just as important as my family. But I'm not cutting off my family just because she said so. I tried reaching out to her friends, parents, and even her colleagues, but no one knew what was up with her. See, at this point, I did not know about the Reddit post. After a few weeks, she called asking to meet up, and so we did. She told me needed time to think about everything, and that she felt like I felt like a caveman. Me think hard, give time now. Okay, you think, small one, big rock, child.
Okay.
Okay. And she needed to think about everything, and that she felt like she was second place in my life to my family. I tried telling her that was not true and how much I cared about her, but then she brought up the ultimatum again. At this point, I got irritated and was starting to get mad. Then she showed me the Reddit post and how you people agreed with her. You people. The English is getting worse here. She told me, I think it's getting angry, yeah. She told me how she can't be with me if she wasn't the most important woman in my life, while showing me all the Reddit people who were supporting her. I once again tried to tell that wasn't true and that she was just as important, but she wouldn't listen. I told her we can talk again after she calms down, but that apparently triggered her. She started insulting me and calling me names. Then she started saying some mean things about my family. So I said, screw this, I'm done. She started bawling at this point and said that Reddit was right and called me some choice names. So I said, boo-hoo, cry me a river, and promptly left. I need some time to introspect, and it has been a few weeks since then, and I am drinking alone in a hotel room on a trip that I booked for both of us, writing this out. I'm asking the root of my problem. Did I cross the line? Am I the cheek hole? Okay, first of all, this seems kind of fake for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
One, if your relationship ended on a Reddit, why would you start another one? Especially if you don't
Yeah,
seem like this is your
and,
thing.
Like, okay. Thank you for the entertainment, guys. But like, you do not take your relationship that serious if you're gonna throw your business out on the freaking internet and be like, "Hey, strangers that don't know exactly what's happening, give me advice," and then you act on that advice. That like smelly strangers that you don't know gave you on
Well,
the freaking internet.
It just, if it is true, it just shows she's not very close to her family. Because why didn't you ask your family? You had to ask complete strangers.
Yeah.
But then this dude did the same thing. I don't know.
Wait. I accidentally hit the mic. But anyways,
I feel like it's fake.
it probably is. But if it is, if it's not, this whole situation is stupid, and she's kind of stupid, and I wouldn't. You probably wouldn't want to get back with her if she was willing to break up with you over a few comments or a bunch of comments on Reddit.
Yeah.
Like, she
I
didn't
mean,
take the relationship that serious.
even if we take out the whole Reddit thing,
Yeah.
him being close with his family, I mean,
He didn't really explain why she thought it was toxic, though.
yeah. And it's supposed to be it's supposed to be negative on his side, so maybe we're not getting the full picture,
Yeah.
you know? But being really close to your family is pretty normal for some people. Other people aren't close with their family. No, that's normal too.
Yeah,
and if
and-
you guys have completely opposite families, you just gonna have to deal with that, especially if you're getting married. But sounds like that ship has sailed. Let me see the comments. Link her post so we can read both. Oh yeah, we should read the other one, shouldn't we?
Yeah, cause like, what does she think is happening that she thought she felt she needed to leave him?
Yeah. Let's go read her post. Hopefully it's not a book too. Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's a book, or
What
got
is
logged
this?
out. What?
My original post. To anyone who found her post, please send it to me. Oh, is this it? That's not the post.
What?
I don't know. Let me see.
I thought you said, "Oh my goodness," because it was a book. But I don't know what you're on.
It is a
Ryan.
book.
Oh, then why aren't you reading it?
Well, I think it's him again. I think he did another post. Hello, people of Reddit. I don't know if this is the best way to give more information, but if there is a better way, please do tell. Oh, he's still giving his information. I don't care what he has to say, because that's, okay. One of the first comments, though, I remember reading the girlfriend's post. It was mostly about OP's toxic family, especially the mother who wanted the son, OP, to call her every day, and it's affecting their life now suddenly. I think she always thought that was weird and wanted it to stop now that they're engaged. She seemed resentful that OP's siblings are close to him. I was thinking at the time that maybe OP is Asian, reading now he's Indian, and the girlfriend is European. The girlfriend sees OP's family as toxic because the mom demands that OP should call her daily and OP can't say no. The girlfriend sees this as OP's mom acting like OP as her husband and is making OP the father figure to OP's siblings. Sorry, hard to explain. English is not my first language. Asian here, so I understand OP's explanation. I suspected this was the situation. The girlfriend's post, as I could remember, is just about that. OP's weird closeness to his family. My thought was, why did she find it weird only after the engagement? She said she was close to OP's family and that they were great people, and she's close to them, even to OP's mom. But all the comments were about how OP's mom weird obsession with OP that she didn't even try to find a husband. Now OP is always concerned about her. Also, OP's siblings taking advantage of OP by asking money. She said OP can afford and was just sending small amount. and doesn't affect them financially. She just didn't like that. I think this is just difference in culture, how we interact with our family. Honestly, not getting married after becoming a widow is okay. If a sibling is okay with giving money to their siblings, that's okay for me too. I think there are more Western Redditors who don't understand Eastern culture in that post.
I don't know, because people are like that in America too, so I don't get it.
Well, most Americans,
And
the mother-in-law doesn't always call you every day, and not all.
mother-in-law, it sounds like she's calling her son every day. And I've heard that.
Well, that might be also, but they said specifically that they were having the girlfriend call the mother all the time, every day, and she didn't like that. She thought that once they were engaged that she would stop, but it sounds like she just
No,
wanted.
it sounds like, because she's saying that the mom has a weird obsession with the son.
That
With
too.
her son. So, and her having to call him every day. Also, I don't get how that even, how that, whoa, English became hard for a second. How that made her obsessed with her son. Like, a lot of family members, like when the father leaves or somehow, like, something happens with the father, the older son normally is the head of the house.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people do that, even in America. So I don't. It sounds like she's special or something.
Culture shock. She couldn't handle
Too
it.
much of a culture shock for her.
Yeah, I guess she couldn't just handle it.
Like, she's not willing to compromise at all. She's just like, no, your family is toxic,
Right.
and your mom is like in love with you or something. Like, it needs to stop.
First, another comment. I'm European. My boyfriend too. He still calls his mother daily, and after I got the chance to know her, I understand why he does it. I don't call my family daily, but we know we can count on each other no matter what. She knew how close is to his family. How close he is to his family? Why, it became a problem only after Reddit told her so. Yeah, sometimes Reddit can be helpful, but still. I don't think you should ask for relationship advice on Reddit, though.
Yeah, because everyone's different. Like, they can't, and mostly people give advice based off their own experiences. So,
Yeah, and a lot of people, they go on there really young, too, I know about relationships. I had, 20 boyfriends in my first year of high school. I'm still in my first year of high school, and I'm in my first semester of school. I'm very experienced.
I know.
You should get divorced.
Oh my god. I was trying to make a joke too, but let's see. I know all about bullies. They're stinky and they're dirty. And I had 25 boyfriends in kindergarten. And then I was like a heartbreaker.
That's just a different kind of weird.
I don't know. Still. There also probably little children on there. Also, everyone's different. You can't, some stuff should be obvious, though. He's beating me every day. Guys, what should I do? And he told me it's my fault as he was hitting me.
This is your fault! You should have bought the chicken! Ah! You don't even like chicken. I was making it for myself. That's why you shouldn't have made it.
The chicken is cold.
I gave it to you right away.
Yeah, with some stuff like that should be obvious.
Dude, I've seen Reddits like that. They're literally getting abused. Should I leave? Yeah.
No, you should stay. I heard it's really healthy for your skin. Did you see?
It's gone too far.
Okay, no. But also,
I'm trying to build calluses.
abusees are they got this film over their eyes. And
Yeah,
they could do no wrong to me.
I could see that
fault.
maybe, they need an outside perspective, and
Yeah.
maybe they can only get it for Reddit, but I feel like that's not everyone that does that,
Yeah. It's it is my fault. I shouldn't have made the chicken cold. I should have checked it for him. It would have made him mad, and I knew that. It's all my fault. Like it's obvious to the general public. Also, I don't know. I heard it like they know it's bad, but in their head, when they're in a situation, it's just like it's not.
Yeah, they get brainwashed.
So
So it's hard
It's
for them to
hard.
leave.
and then some of those people like actually do manipulation tactics, and it's really creepy. It's scary that people do that.
Yeah, you're with me. You can't get with nobody else because you're ugly and your cooking's trash. They're like with, you know, I don't know, Pamela Anderson and Gordon Ramsay combined, you know. My cooking's trash? I'm ugly? I guess so. I guess so.
You're the only one who could take me.
Cat, you're doing trash. You keep dying. Why do you keep dying, Cat?
Only on this one.
Uh-huh.
It's
I
blue.
made it this far.
I do great.
You probably died 5 times on the first one.
Cry about it.
Anyways.
Want to hear our crispy voices, guys?
Anyways, Topster, I think it's time for a little break. This was fun.
Guys.
What do you tell our subscribers and potential subscribers? Topster.
Subscribe and press that pretty little thumbs up button.
The pretty little thumbs up button. It's so pretty looking.
Yeah.
Just
and,
press it.
And become a Mysling. Also, we can do this thing right, cause we ran out of salt.
We ran
Just
out of
like
salt. We still have salt.
whenever
Do you
you're
think we're out
crying,
of salt?
when you're crying, just put it in a bottle and like send it to us.
You want people to send us their tears?
We ran out of salt.
Fine, you're gonna use it on your food. I'm not touching that stuff. It's gonna be all cloudy looking and stuff. Here, it's fan tears. Delicious. No,
Yeah.
that's disgusting. That's sad.
Yeah,
Do not send us your tears.
we're gonna salt our chicken, our rice. We're gonna salt our popcorn.
Stop listening to her. Eat your cheeses. Do not send us your tears. You keep it for yourself
This is
and
Catcher.
dip your cheese in your
Ew.
tears. Consume it yourself. We will see you next time.
That's